Hello! Here I am at Bondi Beach. I'm Susie Jacobs. Join me here Monday to Friday at 11:07 for 9 minutes, where we unpack the assumptions that undermine you living your best life. You see, the problem is when people around us try to point out our blind spots or, maybe test some of our assumptions, we can feel kind of defensive. But when we learn to do it ourselves, we feel empowered. And I'm here every day for 30 days between Monday and Friday to really get you skilled up and resourced to be able to do the exploration yourself. Life is an extraordinary adventure. And people are kind of on adventures at the moment, the ones that exist out here. But we can be having the most extraordinary adventure within ourselves, exploring who we truly are, not who we think we are. Good morning. Oh, Bonnie. Good morning, my darling. And hello, Bronte. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm down here, Bondi Beach. And I was just saying that, when other people around us want to poke and prod and point out our blind spots and test our assumptions, we can get defensive. But when we learn to do it ourselves, then we're empowered. And this is about you taking back your power. So if you joined us yesterday and you learned something about your operating system, whether it was about how you construct your view of the world, what you make feelings mean, how that your view is as unique as your DNA, I want you to post in the feed activation, right? Just the one word, activation. If you learned something from yesterday, or you joined one of the watch parties at 9:07 last night or 7:07 this morning, you learned something but you've still got questions, let me know. Post them in the feed, and I'm happy to stick around afterwards and chat it through with you. This is important. Skilling up, getting resourced for you to be empowered and always to be able to get yourself unstuck in life. Good morning. Oh, activation. Go team. Hi, Tom. Hi, Bronte. Yeah, it is. There's stuff to learn about our operating system. So here we are today, day 4. And the assumption that we're going to test is around our attitude. We get labeled, or we give ourselves labels. I'm the extrovert, or I'm the introvert. I'm the positive one. And when we get stuck with these labels and we assume that's who we always are, we've got no freedom to actually experience ourselves in a whole bunch of ways, right? Good morning, Letitia. So glad you're here. Look at President Trump, right? He assumes he is the best president ever. And, that's quite an assumption, right? So what is it that you have labeled yourself, or other people label you as a particular way of being? Let me know. I'd like you to post the one word that you would use to describe yourself. Yeah, positive. Amazing point, Bronte. Oh, thank you, my darling. So are you seen as this in this one way? When you're stuck with that one way, there's little freedom for you to do anything else. And here's the issue, right? If you can only be positive, or the extrovert, or the funny person, or the person who's always there to listen, when you don't feel that way, you're faking it. And faking anything sucks, quite frankly. One is it's exhausting. The second reason is that you feel like a fraud. And who wants to experience themselves like that, right? You don't want to feel like a fraud. There's enough of that stuff going on around us. But worst of all, and most importantly, is that it ignores the truth about what's actually going on for you. Like if you're feeling sad, if you've been knocked around over the past, couple of months or couple of years, you've taken some hits, and actually your self-confidence has been compromised. You're feeling, yeah, sad. There's grief there. Pushing those feelings away, ignoring them, pretending that you are this upbeat person all the time, doesn't allow you to actually experience who you are. And if you're walking around assuming that you have to be a certain way and you've got no freedom to actually say and look at what's underneath, you know what it's like? It's like having a mud cake and putting pink icing all over it and thinking that that cake is still going to taste good. It's not. It's still a mud cake. It just looks good from the outside. And that's what we do when we ignore the truth about who we are, when we've got no freedom around our attitude. Yeah? Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if you're still there, you're listening. I'm kind of, you're hearing me. Yeah? This is important stuff, guys. This is the exploration of who you actually are. It's the greatest adventure that we can ever go on. Processing your feelings rather than pushing them away is what will allow you to get your spark back in life. There are lots of people out there hurting at the moment. Lots and lots of people. You're not alone. And even if you are, big deal. This is you. Who are you? Borny, I'm definitely hearing you loud and clear, loving it. Yeah. Let's not do the faking shit. Seriously. You get one short, sweet life. Explore who you are. Get resource, get the tools. And that's what we're doing over these 30 days is for 9 minutes every day, Monday to Friday, giving you one tip, one assumption that you can go and explore within. Yeah? We give you the tools, you go ahead and do the work. So today it was around attitude. Are you faking it? And if so, what lies beneath? Have a look around, have a poke around. If there are some feelings there of pain, sadness, frustration, anger, grief, feel them. And then come back next week when we're going to be talking about feelings. Monday, we're going to be speaking about language and the assumptions we make about language. Bronte's saying 100% hearing you. Had some points to think about over the weekend. Yeah, absolutely. We've got time to do it. Okay, so testing assumptions. There are a couple of things you can do from here. We will put a link in this feed, which is to our EQ SWOT. That will just give you 20 questions that you can go in there and test some assumptions that you might be making about yourself. It is a really insightful, great way and useful way for you to go in and test some of those assumptions. The other thing you can do is we've got programs which start September. You can go to susiejacobs.com, find out about those. November dates are being released, I think, on Monday. And then, of course, please join me back here at 11:07 on Monday, 11:07 on Monday, to continue testing our assumptions so that you can be empowered to live your best life. susiejacobs.com for more information. Back here, 11:07. And remember, there's a watch party, 9:07 tonight, 7:07 tomorrow morning. But otherwise, I wish you an extraordinary weekend. Take back your power. Don't assume that you have to be any way other than the way that you choose. If you've got questions, I'll stick around afterwards. Would love to hear from you. Post them in the feed. Thank you. Goodbye from Bondi. It has been an amazing first week of 30 ways in 30 days. Bye. Thank you. Thanks, Tom. Thank you. Bye-bye.